Complexity and perfection are the twin enemies of execution. My friends, you don't have to be perfect. What do we teach in the always winning strategy? That is that if you can just win 4 out of 10 times and manage your losses, that is a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio, you will be a winner. So follow the rules, play the game, practice trade. You can do this. Let's jump into these markets. By the way, over here in the UK, having a great time, very busy, but things are going well. So let's talk about what we see going on in our markets in the States. We see the S&P 500 after a little up yesterday, popping up on Wednesday quite nicely, up 3.05%. So it's gone from a 15 negative to a 14. Does that mean we jump in? No, we're below the 200 EMA. We look at where we are on the 2-day. It does appear to be bouncing off, but we don't have a rotation over yet, something you could potentially look for there. That has not happened yet. If that does occur and we do see things moving above the 200 EMA on the half day, those are options for us. Look at the weekly. It is, of course, above its 200 EMA, but it is still red and heading down. Now it's getting a much longer wick because of that pull up is what we will call it. What do we see going on with the Nasdaq 100? It was up for the day 3.38%. Again, not much going on in the morning, sharply up there in the afternoon, but again, it's still below its 200 EMA. The 2-day is still below its 200 EMA and still red. And of course, the weekly is still red, reaching a lower low most recently this week still. So we still have lots and lots of downward pressure. That, my friends, has not ended. What do we see going on with 20-year bonds? Well, we see things sliding sideways there, do we not? Again, up for the day 0.55%, still negative on the half day. What do we see on the 2-day? It is still, of course, negative. And of course, let's go to the weekly there. Almost pulled up the wrong chart. Weekly still trundling down quite strongly. And of course, as we look at things, you can see just how far below the 200 EMA we are on the weekly. So lots and lots of downward pressure still on bonds. Gold up almost 1%, 0.98% for the day. Look at that. It's tagging the 200 EMA. Is it going to go green for us? Now, when we look at it, if gold does turn around and move up, how excited are we going to get? Well, we can sure deal with the volatility by reducing the size of our trade based upon the amount of volatility that we are dealing with. But we look at where we are still negative on the 2-day chart, and again just above the 200 EMA on the 2-day, and on the weekly we of course are still negative on gold too. So some trepidation if gold does turn around and blast up. We're still a negative 14 there on gold. So keep that in mind if you look at jumping in. And again, no problem practice trading this. What do? You take meticulous notes. You learn by doing, by practice trading. Or if you've been doing it for a while, maybe you buy just a fractional share. And again, you practice trade it, you make notes, and you learn. And you pay attention to what it is you've learned. You record it, and you remember it going forward. Now, lastly, what's up with Bitcoin? Bitcoin is still below the 200 EMA on the half-day chart, but we did see things pop around in the morning heading up and then further up in the afternoon, 5.91%. Look at where we are on the 2-day. It's still negative. And of course, we are still negative on the weekly. So lots of downward pressure on Bitcoin. There is no trade there on Bitcoin. Why? Because it's well below the 200 EMA. So we've got to wait and see a change there. Thank you so much, friends, for being with us. We're doing all we can to continue bringing the show to you from the UK. It is a little bit difficult, but we'll work our way through it. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.